back, everyone. I'm Mike,
And I'm Stephanie.
and we're at Van Life Sheldon's Travels. Sheldon, he's our yellow belly slider turtle. He is back at camp hanging out in his tank today, but we thought we would go live. We'll let a few people get on here before we do anything here. We'll get our chat going. We didn't really tell anybody we were going live, so it's all right. There's one person on now, so like I said, we'll give everybody a minute. How's it going, Janice? Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back, I guess. We'll explain a little bit here in a few minutes, I guess. We got 7 people on. Good deal. Hey, Chewy and Donald's Adventures. What's going on? Hey.
Hey guys, looks like we're gonna be seeing you guys soon.
Yep.
Bee Harvest is starting soon.
It
and
is.
We'll be attending that.
We sure will. There's 10 people on. Like I said, hi Mel and Alex. I think that's who that is. If not, Mel Lewis. I think that's Mel and Alex, though. If not, let me know. 12 people on here. Linda Baker. Missed you guys. Well, we missed everyone too, but we've been doing some stuff here. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we're going to explain it all here in a little bit and kind of fill everybody in on what's going on with us and where we've been and what we're doing. So there's 16 people on now, 17. I'll give it just another minute. 19. Yeah, that's I think we'll start here in just a minute when 20 gets on. But welcome back, guys. We are right here in Buena Vista, Colorado. So if you don't know, we've been here many times, and it's nice up here in the elevation between here and Leadville. It's like 8,000, 9,000 feet. So
we actually chose to stay here this summer because the weather is nice and cool here all summer. It hasn't gotten above 90 degrees really. Nope. So it's been really nice.
It is.
And we decided while we were going to be here for the whole summer, why not work?
So let's just start from the beginning, I guess. And we left you guys in Bryce Canyon. We did stay inside Bryce Canyon, and we do have video of us staying in there, and I'm going to be making some videos. Once we get a little bit of time, we're going to get a little break here, so I'm going to be able to make some videos. Sorry about any wind noise. We're just using the phone. But we thought after we hit Bryce Canyon, we went to Capitol Reef. We were able to get a camp spot there, and we hiked and we took a lot of video of Capitol Reef after Bryce Canyon.
That was really nice. We got to watch a movie in the park. That was a new national park experience for us.
So that was like cool. 3 in a row for the national park.
Yeah.
And after that, we headed on out of there and headed to Canyonlands and Arches National Park, and hung out there at Arches and Canyonlands. It was a little warm, so
yeah, we did fit in a couple of hikes, of small hikes that because we were there, we definitely wanted to enjoy the park. But we did make some short hikes and then moved our way along quickly because it was starting to get like 105 really in Moab, but we just didn't want to be there any longer if it got any hotter.
So that was at like the end of June, right? Mm-hmm. So we kind of got the idea. We want something bigger, guys. So in that notion, since you want to go to a bigger vehicle, if you're not independently wealthy, the only way I know how to do that is to get a job and make some money. So that's what we decided to do. We've decided we want a larger rig. Our van is for sale. If to the right person, if you're interested, please let me know. We won't talk too much about the van being for sale today, but if you are interested, please reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, through these right here. So anything like that. But we're not gonna wait around for the van to sell, guys. We want something.
Did
And
you want to throw out a price of what we're realistically looking for the van?
no, I'll just kind of leave it open like that. So, but we want hello to everyone that's coming on. 26 people on, very nice. 27. So, like I said, the only thing that we know how to do is to make a little money is to go get a job.
Yeah,
So,
and we really enjoyed the beet harvest and doing the work camping. So doing the beet harvest, we've seen that work camping is definitely an option for us. We do like it, especially if you can find a gig where they allow you to do camping as well. And especially for us, if they have a shower house available, it's really nice. So we were able to find a gig with all the similar amenities to that and plus more.
Right. So I'm not going to tell you exactly where we're at, but we are here in Buena Vista, and we decided to have some fun. We've been working for the last like 2.5 months since the middle of June at a whitewater rafting. If you don't know, Buena Vista has some of the best Class 5 whitewater rafting in the world. So definitely in the country, this in West Virginia, people go back and forth on what's the best whitewater, but there are a lot of Class 5s. We have a great Browns Canyon run, and we decided we're going to work for a rafting company this summer.
Yeah, and part of the amenities is we get free rides.
Down
we
the
actually
river.
did take a couple. We did Browns Canyon and we did the Numbers, which is a Class 5 rapids.
Very
and
intense.
There's 5 rapids numbered 1 through 7, which is why they're called the Numbers. And that was a really fun trip. Unfortunately, it was like our buddy, he was a raft guide. He just got off work. He's like, hey, we're going to do this trip. Jump on if you want to jump on. So we didn't have any time to like prepare, get a
film ready or doing any kind of
setup.
So we just ran it and enjoyed it. But on Browns Canyon, I did do some footage of not of us on the river, but us getting ready and this and that. Then some stuff of us on the river too. So I'll be making some videos of that too, because it's been a really cool experience being able to work at a rafting company and being able to go rafting for free and be around all these raft guides. So
and really know their personal side to the river.
Right.
Because it was fun when we went on the tour guides with our tour guides, because one of them we actually went with after work, so it wasn't a commercial cruise. So we actually did part of the water that they don't really go on, and it was tricky, and we actually got caught up on the side of the water.
Yeah,
I actually looked back, and the whole boat was filled with water. It was like a Titanic moment. We lost all
our
but
beers.
2 beers, so we were still able to celebrate with 2 beers amongst 7 people that we got through that.
Boat.
So it was a lot of fun. It was a great adventure, and with that, we've also been able to do zip lining a couple of times.
So I was going to say, so at this place too, I was going to say we got to do the Browns Canyon on a commercial cruise, and that was really, really nice. And this place also has zip lining. So we've been zip lining, I don't know, maybe 10 times now. We're pretty good. We're feeling pretty comfortable doing the zip lines.
It was actually pretty cool. We had some of them training us how to do it, so we know how to do it ourselves if we want to come back as zip guides next year.
Yep.
And then we also offer what we call a Via Ferrata, which is rock climbing and zip lining. We have yet to get on that, but
we're going to be doing it before the end of the season now that the water's a little lower and we're slowing down. So there are 41 people on here. I hate to do this to the 20 people that are on start, but should we recap where we're at here?
We'll definitely do a recap.
All right. I mean, I hate to do that to everyone, but welcome to so many new people. 41 people on here. Thanks, guys. Well,
it's good to be back, and it's good to see everyone on here. Thank you guys so much for waiting patiently.
So we're going to do a quick recap. You can rewatch this video, but we hit the 5 national parks, and after that in Utah, and we filmed them, but we haven't made any videos of it. After that, we decided it was so hot in Moab, we wanted to do something and work we want a bigger rig, guys. So
Yeah.
our van is officially for sale.
Yeah.
Contact me for more information. Watch the beginning of this video. And we want a bigger rig. The only way I know how to make money is to get a job. So
yeah, after 6 years of being
living
on the road,
road,
we definitely want a little bit more creature comforts. Like a queen or full-size bed would be nice. I'm sure Sheldon would like a bigger tank, like at least a 20-gallon. And you know, some
just
creature comforts
be able
like
to stand up and
a
have
washer and dryer.
Yeah. So we're not going to talk about how much we want for the van or what we're buying, but after that, since we needed some cash, we decided we're going to get a job, and that's where we just came to. We got a whitewater rafting gig job, and we started off in the office.
We did.
And basically, we were taking, behind the desk, checking in guests and stuff.
Doing a lot of spring cleaning.
Yes, this place needed a nice spring cleaning, so Steph kind of spring cleaned the outpost. After that, they have 5 cabins on property and a campground where we have like a glamping experience where we have tents set up and, Paco pads and sleeping bags and pillows and stuff. And so they turned that over to us, and we kind of were working in the office and doing the lodging side, the campground, if you bring your own tent, or we set up your tents, and the 5 cabins, cleaning them, doing the laundry, making the not doing the reservations, but checking people in and out and everything like that. After getting the hang of that, guys, they were like, unfortunately, some of the 2 upper management people were let go of this company, and we're not going to talk about that either because we don't really know much about what happened. But the lady, our neighbor that was in the kitchen, she was the kitchen manager. She pretty much got promoted. She's been here for 3 years. She's been here the longest, so she got promoted to the operations manager. And they came to Steph and I and asked if we wanted to be in the kitchen and take that over. So
next year, I'm going to be coming back as the kitchen manager, and that'll be exciting. And Mike will be coming back and doing our overnights on the river, which he'll actually be doing our rookie guides, which they'll have him gear up in a wetsuit and then float down the river. So hopefully we'll get some footage of that.
So I'll be learning how to navigate a gear boat down Class 5 rapids.
Yeah, because we work in the kitchen, we do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they also offer. Next year, they're going to do overnight, so they want to offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the water. So that'll be definitely a great experience for us and the guests that we can enjoy.
Yep. So right now, it's kind of starting to slow down here. We've been here almost 2.5 months. We're just kind of, and we didn't talk about this too, we're able to live right there at the rafting company. So they have rafting, zip lining, rock climbing, via ferrata, all of this, and we're able to stay right on property. And they have shower house, a clubhouse, and a big volleyball court. No electricity hookups, but we didn't really need that. Access to water. And now that we moved to the kitchen, and Steph has been the intern kitchen manager and will come back next year as the kitchen manager, we have access to a whole full commercial kitchen. And for most of the summer, we were getting up in the morning and making 10 to 20 breakfast burritos, 100 wraps for two or three trips that were going on the river. We would set up fajita lunches on in coolers so that they would be out on the river and set up fajita lunches. We would serve lunch every day, and then we would serve dinner every night for 25, 30, 40, even up to like 45 people one night for dinner. So steak dinners on the barbecue. And we've been working a lot of hours, about 60 to 65 hours. Now that we've been in the kitchen, we were working about 40 up front.
And next year, we're thinking about bringing a few familiar faces with us.
Absolutely.
So maybe you want to get some bets on who we might be working with next year as we're here, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So this gig is a part-time seasonal gig, which is perfect for us. Whenever we got the gig, we knew that it would end in time for us to be at the beet harvest at the end of September, and we have all of our confirmations and everything to be at the beet harvest at the end of September in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then so if you're coming to work with us, I'm really going to try to put a video together that I made with their permission to kind of show what you're going to be doing as a sample taker at the beet harvest.
It is actually pretty funny because being here, being on the road, you adapt to life on the road, you know, so you become a minimalist lifestyle. But here, since we've had a place to camp and stay, we've kind of been collecting stuff.
Absolutely.
And the other day, we've had a couple of our raft guides leave because the water's so low, so they're not running the bigger trips. So a couple of them left, so I started packing up our stuff and kind of got all of our stuff for the beet harvest together. And it was like, we bought a lot of Carhartts and stuff this year.
We bought a lot of Carhartts this year.
Last year we went with thrift store gear and we were freezing.
Yeah.
So this year we were able to get a lot of nice gear, and we look forward to going to the beet harvest. And hopefully after the beet harvest is when we'll get our new rig. We're looking at school buses, but there are other options.
So we are scheduled, like I said, to do the Red River Valley beet harvest at the end of September. It's 15 days. Hopefully it'll run smooth. Then we will be heading to Michigan, hopefully to do the same thing, right?
Doing the beet harvest, I just want to say I really enjoy working for Minnesota.
Yep.
They're a well-oiled machine. They got their stuff together. They get you in and out. Last year we worked, I believe it was training day in and out in like 17 days. So that was amazing.
And it's all due to weather. It has nothing to do with them, but if they can get you in and out of there, they will, and they'll pay you well for the time you're there.
Absolutely.
And they'll treat you well. And then we went to Michigan last year and did it again, and we're all set up to do that again as long as the harvests go right.
We liked it so much, and we travel and we talk to so many people, and a lot of people who travel are interested in work camping and whatnot. So we've talked a lot of people into the work camping, and it was funny because our neighbors were going to do it, and when they called, they were like, oh, do you need their last names for a referral? And they go, oh no, Megan Steph sent us everybody this year. So
not everybody,
so
but we did send them a lot of
faces.
people, and we'll hopefully, if I want to do something there. If you're there working the beet harvest, please send us in the Red River Valley. Send us a message on here, on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Van Life Sheldon's Travels at gmail.com.
It would be nice to do a get together.
It would be
before and after the beet harvest,
and get your thoughts and opinions on it. And if you're thinking about doing the harvest, there is a bonus referral. Please put us down if you don't have anyone that's talked to you about the beet harvest.
All you need is Mike and Steph.
All you need is Mike and Steph, Van Life Sheldon's Travels, and we'll get a little bonus for that, and I will appreciate that.
Where's the beet harvest? The beet harvest is in a couple different states, and it's in Minnesota, Michigan, South Dakota, and there's one other
Montana,
state.
But I'm not sure about any of the other ones, but the Red River Valley is where we were working, which is in the T of Canada, Minnesota, and North Dakota. We can see the Canadian border. We work on the Minnesota side. We drive over to the South Dakota side, or vice versa. I don't remember. But you go back and forth every day, and you're right up there by the Canadian border for hopefully 15 days for a harvest. And then we'll be going and doing the same thing in the Thumb of Michigan to do it again. And if you're wanting to do that as a later harvest, it's supposed to start at the middle towards the end of October. So if you would like
you don't exactly start the beginning of Michigan's harvest,
right.
But if you want to follow the harvest and go from one state to another state, they will work with you. They will try to get you in the middle of the harvest because you are there and they need workers.
They do need workers. So like I said, if you're interested in either one of these, the Minnesota Red River Valley is the unbeatable experience for crystal sugar. Or if you're interested in a little later, the unbeatable experience for Michigan sugar in Michigan. So, or you could contact me at Van Life Sheldon's Travels. I can give you more information. But we want a bigger rig, so we've been working these weeks, and we've been working a lot of hours and doing and enjoying it. You know, they have us shuttling, and now we're in the kitchen and with shuttle vans, and we're able to go zip lining, rock climbing, and rafting. So,
and that's why we really got this gig. Is one, we want to build money for the bus, but also we want to have fun with it.
Right. Get something that we enjoy doing, and that is a seasonal gig that will end, and then we can do the beet harvest. So it worked, and then they want us to come back now next year. So we accepted that offer, and we're happy to come back and work next year.
Next year is going to be a lot different than this year. This year was nice to get started in the kitchen because a lot of our trips were canceled. So next year it's going to be everything what we did plus more. Yeah.
So, but we're looking forward to doing that next year, and that'll be kind of to build our little nest egg, and hopefully we'll work with the beet harvest 6 months out of the year, and we'll be traveling 6 months out of the year and in a bigger rig, and maybe we've got some other plans that we might have already got something else. We might already have other vehicles. So like, I don't even know what we're doing. We're really trying to switch this up. If the van sells great, if it doesn't sell great, we're buying something bigger, and this summer we're gonna have a little extra nest egg to be able to go and do more. I guess you could say.
We've had a couple of offers on the van, and we are serious about selling it if we get a serious offer. And it's kind of, you know, heartening. It's saddening when you think about getting rid of the van because of how many adventures you've had in it.
Yeah.
We built it out, we created it, and you know, it's like,
should we tow it behind it,
and take it into the national
parks? You know, but
with future
we still
plans,
owe a little bit of money on that, and if I could sell this van and pay off the little bit of money that I still owe. I don't owe a lot, but I still owe just a little bit, and then it would pay that off, and then we wouldn't owe a payment every month. And then if we bought something with cash money, now you don't have a payment. Maybe we use this money we've been collecting, and we buy something and get rid of the van and pay that off, and that way, you know, it's just trying to juggle a few things and make our life and use the money that we get every month a little bit wiser, I guess you could say, instead of paying a van payment every month. And our insurance on the van is really cheap, so I can't complain about that. It's just that we have a small van payment, and if I could get rid of the van and then buy something and have a bigger vehicle that we could stand up in, and then I don't know, we'll see what happens after that. But it's time to move on. We've been in this van for 6 years, and 2 of it we were in college, I know, but 4 of it we've been here on the road, and we've seen a lot of places, guys.
And
we've been a lot of places.
Moved into the van. We built out the van, and we wanted to travel in the van. And it was like, okay, let's do this for a year and see if we like it.
Right, so and we were still in college then.
It's been 6 years, so we're thinking it's time for a change.
It's time for a change, you know. And this van, it's like Steph said, it's really
suited us well.
It has, but it's hard just to let that van go. Like, we've had a lot of experiences in that van, so, but.
Yeah, that's why we're really looking for serious offers, because We have had a couple lowball offers,
Yes,
and they try
yeah.
to tell you that the van doesn't have this and it
Doesn't
doesn't have that,
and I'm
and it's
like,
like our van has a lot more than most.
do, and a
And
lot of
we know it.
people just want to give me a couple of $1,000 more than what CarMax would give me if I take everything out of the
Mhm.
van and just sell it outright.
Right.
And you know what?
And that's one thing too. We're
And
not
I don't
gonna
want to
take
do that. I really would like someone to enjoy that van.
and because
that's
we
in,
have we have made it into such a nice
home,
camper
right.
van that we would like somebody else to use it as a camper van. And so in doing that, we're not going to take out any of the stuff, and which
Right.
is why we want to be able to stack some more cash, because we're not going to take our hot water heater or
That's just
table
it.
or
Like,
oven or
it's a
stove or fridge or
working
freezer.
rig. It's a-
Everything that is in there, we're going to sell it as is with everything in there.
I think that's the way it
Except
should
our
go.
clothes
I
and
mean,
stuff.
I think that's the way the van should leave, and should continue on someone else's adventures, and I don't know. I it's just really.
Yeah, because
I don't know. It's really hard for me to tear
traveling-
all that stuff out
yeah,
of the van.
and traveling, we've helped so many people put up a shelf in their rig or things
Right.
like that. So we know that a lot of the hardness when moving into van life is you have to build it out yourself.
Right.
So if we could build it out to some older
Yeah.
person who wants it, that's great. Younger person is great too.
Right.
Or-
Anyone that just wants a built-out rig that's
Yeah.
ready to live in,
Absolutely.
and
with
to me,
solar and
with
everything.
solar and
Because
it's.
I know a lot of people, they're scared to do solar.
Yeah,
Guys,
I wish
check
we
that
could turn it around. Yeah, check that out. There's a little car club
There's a little
happening. Sorry, we had to whip you around
car
so fast,
show.
but you did get to see
Yeah.
that. So,
That was too cool not to show
right.
you guys.
But you just have to do what you have to do, and making a couple of $100 between Patreon and YouTube, $200 a month. Even if you're making 20 videos a month, you're only making $75 on Patreon and $100 on
we do
YouTube.
feel loyal to
We
you
do.
guys, because we
That's what I mean, and I
feel
want to
really
keep
bad
making.
for making you guys
Yeah.
wait so long, and it's unfortunate that we couldn't get to the Bryce Canyon or the Capitol Reef.
Videos yet.
And like we are hard on ourselves for making you guys wait, because we want to put it out there as much as you want to see it.
Right, and a lot of you guys have been with us for a long
Yeah.
time.
2
And-
3 years, so we feel that dedication
yes.
to you, because you've given that dedication to
To
us.
us.
You've given us your time and your support, and we really appreciate you guys for that.
We do, and that's kind of why tonight we were like, we need to make a
Yeah.
live stream, So,
You guys are
but,
getting Mike emotional with all this love.
but yeah, that's just kind of what we want to be doing here, and we do need a bigger rig. So the only way I know how to do it is to get a gig and make money
And have fun doing it.
So, well, this video has went on 27 minutes. You guys got me emotional thinking about a new rig and everything. So, but
And all the journeys that we went to get through this point, like Mike has said, we started off in college in this van, and it's like, do we want to do a dorm room or do we want to get an apartment? And apartments were like $1,500 5 years ago.
right.
So
And we like living in the van.
and
It's
we
just
really
too
do.
small.
It is.
It just is. So you got to do what you got to do, and it's time for that van to go
Yes.
on somewhere else.
Thank you.
Good deal, guys. Well, all right. I'm going to try to get these videos together. If not, we'll do another live stream. This one seemed to work out pretty well. I don't hear anyone talking about buffering or anything like that.
We wanted to do it at our outpost where we
Right.
work, but the internet there is horrible because we're
Yeah.
at the top of the mountains where all the rapids are coming down. So it wasn't great service there. So we did come into town so we could do this live stream because we know you have been waiting so long and we are terribly sorry about that.
And this weekend's going to get busy again at the rafting company, so I know we're going to be working a lot more hours this weekend, and I knew we wouldn't have time. So we did get this afternoon off a little bit. We decided to go and get something to eat, do our laundry, and
Hi, Lee and Sydney.
yeah, guys, you just got on. Wow. Yeah. Should we stay on just for a few more minutes? How you guys handle that? It is hard to be in that van cramped up sometimes. The shuffle gets hard. We just need more space. So
my favorite time about somebody asking is, how do we both fit and live in the van? And if you guys remember, we went to Sturgis and did South Dakota, and in that adventure we met Matt, who was our friend who lives in the teepee, and he has a piece of land in the Black Hills National Forest, and he was all excited to see our van, and he was like, if you love doing the van life, you'll love what I do. You know, I live in a teepee. Come see what I do. And we went and seen his place. And, you know, I'm looking in the teepee, and all he has is like a pillow and then like some skin, some animal skin for a blanket, and some wood, like the bare minimum in there. And I look at him, and it's like, how do you live in a teepee? And he's like, how do you live in a tent? Or how do you live in a van? And it's like, it's cramped in the van.
It's cramped.
And he goes, it's cold in the teepee. So it's funny. You have your give and take.
And everything's a give and take. And that's what we're kind of worried about, is having a bigger rig. We're going to need some kind of vehicle to tow behind. It's just inevitable in my eyes. If we have a bigger rig, we want to start doing, we've been so many places, guys. And when we roll into town, we kind of know where to go. So roll the big rig into the spot.
And one of my favorite things about the van is our United States map that we put up with all the stickers. I mean, even now when we're working and I get off work and I'll come back and I'll just take a minute, take a breather in the van, and you sit up there and you look at all your stickers, it reminds you of all your adventures. It's really fun.
So that'll all start again, and all the work to build out. I know a lot of you were with us when we built out the van last time at Terry and Scott Destination Open Roads. You know, finding a place to do it, getting the rig, getting it to where you need it to be to work on it. We've decided I don't think we're doing a roof raise, so
yeah, Mike and I aren't that tall, so we're blessed with that we don't find it necessary to do a roof raise.
I wasn't gonna talk about what we were gonna get, but I have kind of found what I want. So it is what it is. It's a 31-foot flat nose diesel pusher school bus, and with a Cat 7 in it. But I was just about $4,000 shy of what I need to get it, and you know, instead of doing a GoFundMe or doing something like that, I just said, hey babe, let's not travel this summer and get a gig. And I think we're starting to get to where we're getting close. You know, we're not there yet.
We were actually
there,
thinking we were gonna get a bus after this gig, and then we were like, well, the bus is in Vegas, the next gigs are in Minnesota, Michigan. So it's kind of big back and forth, and it's like, well, after Minnesota and Michigan, our pockets are going to be a little bit better. So we are thinking that we'll just go ahead, do these work gigs, get them out of the way, and then that way when we get the bus,
we can focus.
Yeah, exactly. We can focus on the bus and do our design. We already kind of have the design in our head. We definitely want to go with an open floor pan. You know, being so cramped in the van, we want to be able to spread out and walk as much as we can.
Absolutely. But I don't want to be distracted during the last couple of weeks of this work gig. They've been really, really great to us. And once we leave here, we'll make a video and we'll tell you exactly all about this company, because we'll be coming back here next year and everything.
I don't know if we'll be leaving at the end, at the exact end of the season. The end of the season is September 10th here. That is when we'll be ending. So in about another 2 weeks
Yep.
we'll be finished here,
Yep.
and then we'll have a couple weeks before the beet harvest. We might stay here a day or two after
Now that you're
our
going to be the
season
manager
ends.
and need to do some
But
certain things.
other
yeah.
than that, I think mostly we'll be out of here
But
close to the
that
10th.
that weekend, I say by the end of that weekend, we'll be out of here and we'll be making our way slowly to Minnesota. So if you're watching this and you know that you're in the path of us between Buena Vista, Colorado, and Minnesota and the North Dakota border, hey, give us a buzz. We'd love to stop by and see you. A lot of you are like, oh, I can't believe you just went right past us.
Mhm.
We get those emails all the time.
And
so
we don't
this is
really
kind of
like
your
to give forward plans,
planning.
but in this case we will. So it is kind of nice because in this case, like Mike said, if you think you are on our route from here to Minnesota, from Minnesota to Michigan, from Michigan back to Vegas,
please hit us up. We'd love to stop by and see you. Van Life Sheldon's Travels at gmail.com, Patreon, YouTube, Facebook, all of those things work. So I am trying to check everything. All of my memory cards are full, guys, from Bryce Canyon, Arches, Capitol Reef, us doing a lot of stuff here. See, I mean, we need a secure place for the winter that's coming up to
and
be
we
able
do
to go.
appreciate any offers because we don't know exactly where we'll end up building out the bus.
Yeah, the bus I want now is in Vegas.
I'm sure shopping tools available to us is also what depends on that.
Yeah, so the rig I'm looking at is in Vegas. We are going to be heading to Minnesota, then Michigan, and then I do want to, hopefully, it would be very nice if we could sell the van and just hop on a plane and fly to Vegas and buy the bus. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I could very well buy the bus before we leave here and just have them hold it. Like I was saying before, this rafting zip line in place. We do live here. We can store vehicles here for a small price, $100 a month for the whole year till next season. For the whole winter. So till next season. So that's a possibility. Maybe they do have like 10 school buses here because that's how we shuttle people back and forth off the river for the rafting ride.
So they were like, are you gonna get one of our buses? No,
and
we don't have a real mechanic.
Yeah. I know what I want. I've almost, like I said, what's the year of the bus? It's a 2007 31 and a half foot flat nose diesel pusher with a Cat 7 Allison transmission. It has the center doors, the small door on the driver and the handicap door on the passenger side in the middle. So that's what I want. $7,500 is what it costs, and I just want to pay for it with cash and drive it away.
We already have a couple ideas in our head.
Yep.
You know, I kind of want it to be like where you walk in. It's going to be like a breakfast nook on one side because it's mostly Mike and I, so we don't need a whole dinette. And so it's just going to be like a breakfast bar with a couple of stools that maybe can push out of the way, use for tables or something. Then a couch on the other side. Probably have a kitchen in the middle. And then I would like an open floor bathroom. Mike, not so much. So we'll see how that bathroom situation goes.
Want a shower.
We'll get back to you on that later.
Shower. Maybe a bathtub even.
And then a bedroom and possibly garage, but definitely a little storage space in the end.
In the back there where it's but with the diesel pusher, you basically the back is flat, so there's really not a back door on that bus. So
we got a lot of our ideas from Kyle's bus, and also Bob and Wanda. They had like a 31-foot RV with an open floor plan like that, where their bathroom you kind of just walk right through it. it was really nice and spacious. I really like that RV setup, and that is what is so great about us finally getting to this step. Is we have been through so many RVs
We
that when it
built
was
so many.
like,
We've seen
all
so
right,
many.
we have this much space. We already knew exactly what we wanted. I mean, not exactly. We kind of fit the finishing details, but we already have a pretty
good idea of what we want. And like I said, I just need a couple months to build it. I think that'll be sufficient. And it breaks my heart to think to tear apart the van to use those components when I want to do bigger and pass that van on to somebody else. So, but like I said, being able to work here these couple of months has put a little bit of money in our pocket, and I don't know if we're gonna buy the bus before we head to Minnesota, store it here, come back here, wait till after the beet harvest in Michigan, drive and buy it. I don't know, buy it and let them hold it, or do we just, hope for the best and hope they don't sell the few buses they have that are in that category? I don't know. What do you do? Everything is a chance, and you don't know if you're making the right choice or not.
Absolutely.
And do we buy a newer bus, or I don't know. Do we buy a $10,000 bus, or is this $7,500 bus where we should be? The reason I like this bus is basically it's a shorter bus. It's only 30 foot. Has a center door, which would make a great entrance door with a detachable set of steps. And the fact that I could buy almost a rebuilt Cat 7 motor and a crate for like $6,000. If something happened down the road, I can rip that engine out and put in a new one for $10,000, which is still less than if I went and bought a Sprinter van or a Ram ProMaster, a big one, or anything like that, or with the RV prices they are today. So, yeah, the sooner I can get this money together, the better. But you know what? We're working on it. We're doing our thing. We're not asking for anything. We'll get there, and we'll buy this bus, and you guys will see it. And everything happens
hard,
for a
but
reason.
We're also having some life experience by going rafting and zip lining. Those are things that we haven't done, and we look forward to bringing to the channel.
So, that's just it. Why not, if we're going to work, why not make money and have a good time doing it? So,
absolutely.
That's the moral of it all. But I think we should walk them down to the water and then call it good, don't you?
Okay.
All right, let's collect our stuff here. There's still 60 people on board. We are in BV, Buena Vista, if you don't know. We're working at a rafting company, so it has been a long day, but we still wanted to show you guys all this. So let's flip you around. And we'll walk over here to the water, which is the nicest part of all this, is that we live right across the street from the water. This is the park, but with the free camping, being able to stay right here, right on property, walk to work. They actually gave us a van, so we have a big I don't know, it's an E-Class van, so we have a big, huge van, like a 15-passenger van that we can drive around. It's kind of funny that we have our own company vehicle too now. Never thought that would be the case. But this is right here in the middle of BV, guys, Buena Vista, Colorado. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. So, like I said, flip you around here and we'll end this thing. Thanks, guys. There's 60 of you on here. 61, 40 thumbs up.
So good to see you guys.
So good to see everybody. Thanks so much. We missed it doing videos, so we're going to get back to it, I promise. But we need to work and make some money for right now. And And that's just the way things go. That's life. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like,
comment,
and subscribe.
Check us out on Patreon and Instagram. If you're really missing us, go back to our other videos and see us there.
There you go. Thanks a lot. You have a great night, guys.
See you in the next one.
We didn't forget how to do that. Bye, guys.